Edmonton playing with the same 18 players in front of Bobrovsky, in front of Skinner rather, who won game 6. Here's Anton Lundell across the line. Also the third line to start the game for Florida. And a backhand right on of his career, trying to win his first Stanley Cup. Arm in the air for a penalty here. Dan O'Rourke.
It's going to be a 2-minute minor, and it's Warren Foegele, who had a major in game 2 that was a pivotal penalty. He's taken an early penalty. The Panthers on the power play.
Ahead for Carter Verhaeghe. Tried to send it out in front as he got taken back behind the net by Evan Bouchard. Lundell moved it in lower to Verhaeghe. Just one goal in this series. Rodriguez with Foegele now out of the box. They score! Evan Rodriguez threw it toward the net. Carter Verhaeghe tipped it in, and a 1-0 Florida lead. An even strength goal came just after the power play was over. Here's Janmark in alone. He scores! Mattias Janmark has tied it at 1. And the Oilers have scored on their last 5 breakaways against Sergei Bobrovsky. Short-handed tally is 4th of the playoffs. A backhand right on by Barkov as Florida quickly counters. Gustav Forsling. That's wide. Played back into the corner by Tarasenko. Out in front. Mosterinen threw it toward the net. It hit a body and bounced past the right post. Zach Hyman back to the line. Ekholm a one-timer off the blocker of Bobrovsky. Good pressure by the Oilers, and that one's gloved out of the air off the stick of Bouchard into the glove of Bobrovsky. Not making bad decisions on when to pinch in the offensive zone. Bouchard, a blast at the post. He's had 35 shots in the playoffs of more than 90 miles per hour. Didn't get it out. Here's a chance for Kulikov. Pinching in Montour. Did well to play it. Down low, Tkachuk. Stopped, and it wound up in the netting. Bennett first there, centered one. It went past Rodriguez and Tkachuk. Now Montour, tipped by Tkachuk, and it's squeezed by Stuart Skinner. His 11th of these playoffs. Tarasenko, that's off Skinner. But he's gone in and he's been terrific. Here's Bouchard. Sent one over the head of Sergei Bobrovsky. Rodriguez played it back. Bennett took it away. Bennett a shot. Rebound free. McDavid. Bouchard. Stenlund still without a stick. Save made by Bobrovsky. McDavid circles. Throws it to the side of the net. Covered by Bobrovsky. We're tied at 1 in the second period. Bouchard a shot. Squeezed by Bobrovsky just as the penalty expires. Along the dasher for Verhaeghe. Throws it toward the net. And it's covered by Skinner. Lots of room for Ekholm. He steps into one. And it's gloved out of the air by Bobrovsky with the stick of Zach Hyman right in his eye line. From the top of the circle. Bouncing puck centered. But nobody at the top of the crease for Florida. Verhaeghe knocked down by Skinner. Bennett. Backhanded, a sloppy rebound by Skinner. Slid back toward him by Enrique, and Skinner still couldn't tie it up. The CC Reinhart got in the way but couldn't clear. Foegele tries to walk out in front. It was free in the crease and played away from harm. Here's Reinhart on the counter. Sam Reinhart scores!
This has happened forever in hockey. A great chance at one end. Foegele's shot is stopped by Bobrovsky, and Kulikov shovels it behind the net. A quick up on the breakout by Verhaeghe, and Sam Reinhart's got all kinds of room. A miscommunication. Kulak and Ceci, the two Oiler defensemen, back way in, and it gives Reinhart, the 57-goal scorer, enough time to beat Stuart Skinner.
And Kulikov the assist. Back comes McDavid, played it off, and that one winds up wide. Absolutely, they got back into this series on the back of their captain. Down 3-0. Lundell centers, hoping for a tip from Eetu Luostarinen. Never been one in Game 7 of a Stanley Cup final. Bouchard put one on net. Bodies tumble. Here's McDavid for Ekholm. Passed up the shot. Centers one onto the stick of Verhaeghe, who just is not moving briskly at all. Bad turnover by Montour at the line. And then Montour atoned for the mistake. A diving play to... They have one power play goal in the series. They've given up 2 shorties. Barkov, a shot smothered by Stuart Skinner. Here's Emily Kaplan. Edmonton has allowed only 4 power play goals this entire postseason. And Skinner had to be alert with Draisaitl and Hyman and Bouchard and Ekholm, the top D pairing. Bouchard's flipped to the net, handled with ease by Sergei Bobrovsky. All the way to the net! In the midst of a change, Reinhart went by himself against 2 defenders, and Bouchard down low, McDavid, free puck, Hyman, and they cannot score. McDavid was all alone at the net front, and then Hyman had a chance, and neither one could knock one in. McDavid out there again, centers one. It was in the air, batted at by Draisaitl. Played quickly back out by Kulikov. Tarasenko. And it's squeezed by Stuart Skinner. Back to the line. Nurse trying to shed Tarasenko. Bobrovsky the save. He got knocked down. The shot from Bouchard. Bobrovsky still down. McDavid. Bobrovsky does not have his stick.
Eetu Luostarinen has not been much of an offensive performer, but watch this block he makes. Bobrovsky's tangled up.
McDavid spins away, centers one, off Bobrovsky, still free. Shot toward the net by Ekholm in deep. And pitched out. Florida trying to end it up against the wall, which would be fitting. 3 seconds to go. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
What a remarkable Game 7. The Oilers an all-out push against the league's best defensive team. The Panthers hang on. Sergei Bobrovsky was brilliant. And in an epic, historic Stanley Cup final, the Panthers are the 2024 champion.
The Tkachuk family, Keith Tkachuk wiping tears from his eyes. A distinguished 18-year career, but Matthew has just done something that he did not do. Win the Stanley Cup, and Matthew said before this final he wanted to do it for his dad.
This trophy is 132 years old. It is the hardest trophy to win and the most iconic in all of sports. And for the first time tonight, the captain who receives it is a player from Finland. Alexander Barkov, you have the honor of hoisting the Stanley Cup.
First spin around the ice with the cup for Alexander Barkov. As the commissioner said, the first Finnish-born captain to lead his team to the cup, the 7th European-born player. And the question always becomes who gets it next. There's a bit of a pecking order, and it's handed off to Bobrovsky. "14 years in the NHL. Many believe with what he's done in this postseason, he has stamped his ticket to the Hockey Hall of Fame."
The joy, the relief, 2 months of battle.
One of the great traditions in North American sports.
To see a first-time franchise win it too is special.
You saw the emotion on Walt Tkachuk watching his son carry the Stanley Cup around. Tells you all you need to know. Heard Sean saying the cup was 34 pounds. That cup felt like 3,400 tons the last 4 or 5 days for the Florida Panthers.
Oh, no. I've been chasing that for a while. It was unkind words about how hard she was to catch. It was perfect Florida Panther fashion. Nothing's easy. Nothing's easy for us. It wasn't easy last year. They did everything they could to win that. And the people that were there, Radko Gudas, Eric and Mark Stahl, all of those guys that were a part of it, they're a part of this too, right? They're a part of that. But there's nothing easy, so we needed to lose 3 in the finals to learn how to win 4. And the fact that it was so hard makes it so special.
Congratulations, Paul. Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. Thank you.